Ladies and gentlemen,
Sevgili gençler,
dear youth,
sizlere en kalbi
I
duygularımla,
would like to greet you
hasretle,
all
muhabbetle selamlıyorum.
with the most heartfelt emotions, affection, and longing.
4 yılı aşkın bir aranın ardından
After a break of almost 4 years,
Karaman'da
yet
olmaktan duyduğum
again to
memnuniyeti
be in
özellikle ifade etmek istiyorum. Dile
Karaman
kolay,
makes me
4 yıl.
in particular very happy, let
Biraz
me
önce
express.
Konya'dan
Easy to
hızlı
say,
trene
4 years.
ve
Just a while ago, we
Karaman'a
took
ulaştık.
the high-speed train from
Şimdi de
Konya
burada
and made it to
Konya,
Karaman.
Karaman
And now
hızlı tren
here,
hattı ile
with a
şehrimize
Konya-Karaman
kazandırdığımız
high-speed
diğer
train
eserlerin
rail
toplu
line
açılış törenini gerçekleştiriyoruz.
and with
Fakat
many other
şöyle
projects,
karşıma bakıyorum.
we will be
Allah'ıma hamdolsun.
making a mass opening.
Karaman
And
bu
thanks
ne
be to God,
muhteşem
I
bir
take a
güzellik.
look at what stands in front of me. MashaAllah, Karaman,
Ve böylece
how beautiful you are.
Konya'dan
This way,
Karaman'a
traveling from
40
Konya
dakikada,
to Karaman will be only 40 minutes.
Karaman'a
Traveling
yaklaşık
from
2
Ankara
saat
to
40
Karaman
dakikada,
is going to be about 2
Karaman'a
hours and 40
5
minutes.
saat
And when
45
it comes to from
dakikada
Istanbul to
gelinebilecek
Karaman, it will be
artık
around 5 hours 40
bizim
minutes.
konforumuz olacak.
And speed then will be our comfort.
Hattın kalan kısımları tamamlandığında
When the other phases of the rail line
Adana
are
arasındaki
fully complete in
trenle
between
seyahat
Konya,
süresi
Karaman
2 saat
and Adana,
20
the
dakikaya
traveling
düşecek.
time will be
Açılışını yaptığımız
reduced
hızlı tren
down
hattı
to 2 hours
enerjiden
40
zamana,
minutes. The
emisyondan
high-speed train we
bakım
have
onarım
inaugurated
faaliyetlerine
will
kadar
be
pek
very
çok
fruitful
alanda
in terms
ülkemize
of energy
sadece
to
bu yıl
saving all the way
63 milyon
from
lira
many
tasarruf sağlayacak.
from traveling time
Ben de
to many
sizleri
other
çok
areas. It
seviyorum.
will be bringing about
Rabbime
around
hamdolsun.
60 million
Sizler
liras of
gibi
extra savings.
kardeşler
And I
nasip
love you
etti bana.
back. I am grateful to God for He has blessed me with brothers and
Yatırım
sisters
bedeli.
like you. The
Bunun
cost of
yatırım bedelini
investment.
biliyor musunuz?
Do you know what the cost of
1
investment
milyar
is for this?
390 milyon lira.
It is 1,390 million liras.
102 kilometrelik
The
Konya,
line
Karaman hızlı
runs
tren hattımızın
102 kilometers, and a Konya-Karaman high-speed train
Türkiye'nin
rail line hopefully will be
Osmanlı'dan
auspicious
kalan
for our
ve
provinces and our
Cumhuriyet'in
country.
ilk dönemlerinde inşa edilen demir yolları
Transferred
daha
from the
sonraki
Ottoman
yıllarda
state
maalesef
to
imal edilmiş.
the Republican period
Hükümete
and
geldiğimizde
constructed
10.959
along the
kilometrede
way.
devraldığımız
Railways,
mevcut
unfortunately,
hatların
were
tamamını
neglected
neredeyse
to a certain
sıfırdan
degree.
yapılmışçasına
However, when
yeniliyor.
we took office, we have
Bununla
refurbished
kalmadık.
almost all of the
Ve
rail lines
konvansiyonel hatlarımıza
all the way
ilaveler
from the
yaparak
beginning and, if you will,
hem
from
ülkemizde
scratch.
daha önce
And
olmayan
we
hızlı
built
tren
many
ve yüksek hızlı
other
tren hatları
railway
inşa
and
ederek
high-speed
toplam
railway
demir yolu ağımızı
lines and have
13.022
increased the total
kilometreye
railway line
Şimdi
capacity
gelirken
and length to
Allah'a
13,700 kilometers across the
bu ne
country.
konfor.
And when I was on my way here, I felt grateful to God.
Batı'da
Such a
yüksek hızlı
beauty, such a
trenlere
comfort
binerdik.
we have.
Lakin
Back in
Ya
time,
Rabbi,
we could only take
bize de
high-speed
bunları aynen
trains in the
yapmayı
west,
nasip eyle.
and when
Ve Rabbim
traveling,
nasip eyle.
I was praying to God. I was
Bütün
saying,
mesele
God,
ne?
please grace us with the ability to
Gönül
build the
meselesi.
same, and He has
Azim
graced us. So what matters
ve izâ
indeed
azemte
is
fetevekkal alallah.
steadfastness, and
Bir
it's
kere
all about
azmettin mi
perseverance. If
ondan
you
sonra Allah'a
persevere
tevekkül et.
once, then contemplate for God,
Biz
and it will
azmettik,
work
tevekkül
out.
ettik.
So we
Rabbim de bizlere
persevered and
uygun
we contemplated, and
Şimdi
God has graced
tamamladığımız
us with this.
2368 kilometre
So the new railway line that runs as long as 2,368 kilometers will even grow bigger from Karaman to Ulukışla and Mersin, Adana, Osmaniye, all the way to Gaziantep province. The whole railway line is now under construction stage by stage. Ankara Sivas high-speed train test runs have already started, and before long we will be inaugurating that. This line will travel to Erzincan and then Erzurum and then all the way down to Kars province, up to Kars province, and it will be an international railway. A Halkalı Kapıkule high-speed train line, which is under construction currently, is a very important project in particular for our export. And Bursa will be connected to high-speed trains through connection lines. And some connection lines and some main lines and many other projects for high-speed trains and regular trains are on their way. So as we always say, we will never stop. We will never stop, and we will never stop. And thanks be to God, we will continue building railways, rail lines all across our country. Some private sector companies, municipalities, and various institutions of our country also do take part in many opening ceremonies, and we open many projects with them. Karaman University Dentistry Faculty, Medical Faculty, and also Healthcare Services Vocational High School will be officially opened today. So we have not made it here empty-handed. We have a lot to share. Organized by the Ministry of Sports and Youth, many projects also will be opened, and dorms, sports complexes, and many pitches will be officially opened today. 515 dwelling houses in Kırıkkale neighborhood with all the superstructure, landscape, and infrastructure will be officially commissioned today. Karaman Court building and Güldere rehabilitation studies and many other investments, many other agricultural investments, many projects and investments for irrigation and also flood protection, energy infrastructure projects, healthcare, family healthcare centers, healthcare complexes or buildings, and gendarmerie unit buildings, precincts will be officially open today. Ayrancı Erdemli Road and the many other restoration works organized by the DGO Foundations will be also open today. Our partner in the People's Alliance, the MHP, and their leaders also ran many projects as regards the asphalting of roads, waste water treatment facility, walking road paths, and also Gül Suyu potable water producing facility will be opened today. Likewise, Başyayla, Akçaşehir, Sudura, and Kazancı municipalities completed many projects for halls, wedding halls, mass houses, housing projects, and drinking water projects. These will be also opened today officially. Built and completed by a private sector, 6 facilities will also be inaugurated officially today. So what about the total cost of investment? The total cost of investment is around 2,311,000,000 lira, and I hope that all those great projects and works will be auspicious for our beautiful Karaman. I would like to thank to everyone, every ministry, institution, philanthropist, and every municipality and every private company who have contributed to the completion of these projects. And we, my dear brothers and sisters, love you. We love you for the sake of God, and we believe that you love us back. Uh, since we took on this journey, Karaman has always walked with us, and we have walked with Karaman. Karaman deserves all this love. As I have always said, I would like to underline one more time here. Our politics is the politics of service and projects. Throughout our lives, we said serving people is serving Allah. And with this understanding, we worked and we exerted efforts. Our goal is to build a strong and great Turkey, to make sure that our country is among the top 10 economies of the world. Day and night we work. Our vision is to leave a country, to leave a Turkey that our children, our kids will hold tightly on the infrastructure and all projects we have adorned our country with. Our country will rise. You must have followed. The world is going through the sufferings of a new world order. The change that has now been revealed, in particular after the coronavirus pandemic, we have been very much determined to keep up with the change. In the past, they blocked our country with the single-party fascism, and then they shackled us with the military coups and the system, single-party system they supported, and they set many traps of chaos from the late Menderes to the late Özal and the late Erbakan. All those who wanted to break this vicious circle were somehow isolated. The uninterrupted and almost 20-year-long power of AK Party has made us face such plots one by one and resist against all. With the help of God and also the support of our nation in all the struggles we put up with, we have triumphed. You supported us and you stood with us and by us. Thank you. Thank you. From education to health, from security to justice, from transportation to energy, from industry to trade. In all fields, we have undertaken investments that made our country leap forward, and our country has grown this way. Having compensated for what we had lost in the past, we have made our country near its true goals. Who would think that from Konya to Karaman a high-speed train would be run? Who would think of that 20 years ago? Now I ask, would you have believed? But now have we built that? Yes. And now I did drive the high-speed train with the pilot of the train, the operator, and we saw that came to fruition, and we did it, and we built. Now you will be traveling from here to Konya with by a high-speed train, and we have increased the level of welfare for our people and has brought it to the highest level of the Republican period. Everyone who compares today's and AK Party's Turkey to the Turkey of the past would see the reality and would appreciate. Put the ungrateful aside. Those who would appreciate would appreciate. Do not care for the noise that those who long for old Turkey say. They know the best indeed what old Turkey was like. In this climate of security and stability, our country, our people have never surrounded our country to them, and this is the reason while they link their longing for the old country to all problems. For them, it doesn't matter if the people are upset and frustrated and also lose hopes. What they care only about is to make their interests work for their own good. However, for 2023 now, are we ready to go door to door? My dear sisters, are we ready to go door to door? What about you, the dear youth? Are we in to go door to door? And our main ranks, are we in to go door to door? And we will make all the ballot boxes do brim with joy, and I believe Karaman will bring itself to the highest level possible with this. But still, we see such mentality in our country, such opposite mentality, lies and hypocrisy and everything. There are people who engage with such. And now there's this union of medical doctors. What liars they are. RGS University, with a great staff, produces Turcovac vaccine, develops the vaccine, and now they go out there and say that there's no such thing. What liars! What a liar you are! All of you. So if you know, now that you think you know it, but as the Union of Medical Doctors, have you developed such a thing? You have not. However, you tried to drive away those who built, who developed. You liars. We indeed did build city hospitals and healthcare facilities. And we did not only doom our citizens with those disgraceful hospitals of the past which were displayed in the TV show of the late Savaş Ay, a TV personality. We knew what it was like in your term, in your era. And in your era, the rights of our citizens were taken under pledge, and we indeed experienced those times when the rights of our people were taken hostage. We know, we remember such times in our history. But what do you have really in your history? Nothing. But we as AK Party government have built a lot of projects. We have built and we will continue to build because this is what befits my own great citizens, my people. And hopefully in 2023, when we will give the good news for the rise of a strong and powerful and growing Turkey, we will be pushing those old pasts to the dusty pages of history. And for that end, we have to work really hard. We will go door to door. Is that right? All women, all farmers, merchants, small shop owners, all young people. We will explain these realities to each and every one, and we will tell who works day and night for the good of his country and who has hopes on the failure of the country. Those who do swear at the relatives of martyrs, those who do slander, those disgraceful people who do slander um, will be exposed and their true faces will be revealed. Just like the terror organization, we will be talking about the hypocrisy of all those people who harmed our country. And now in Istanbul municipality, you take a look and see that they have signed a deal. And as the apparatus of the terror group, indeed, these people were employed at Istanbul Greater Municipality. The same goes for Ankara and some other different places. To liberate the country for such attacks and molestation will be indeed exposed. Those who want our country fall distant from its goals do chase after efforts to bring Turkey into a climate of unrest, but we will continue and continue to reveal what they have done, and we will work harder for this. Yesterday, the issue about Gezi was not trees, and the plot of December 17, 25 was not justice, and the issue about Kobani was not justice, and these all have been definite now. They aim to separate our people and also fragment the power of our country, and they all have the efforts to open the path for dirty plots. This scenario practiced successfully outside our country has failed and been broken into pieces after it crushed to the insight, foresight, and resoluteness of our people. And now we will say we are one. And we have shown that our country cannot be separated or divided on some rhetorics of ethnicity, roots, or beliefs. And we have shown that the symbol of our independence and our only flag will be flying high. Every inch of soil out of which the blood of our martyrs would gush out and now have been shown to them and shown and proven that the soil of our lands can never be separated, and we have shown that we will never allow any other structure but the Republic of Turkey to exist on this land and its soil. And with this same understanding, we will continue to make our country win and earn more. And we, my dear brothers and sisters, should now chant so loudly that the whole province of Karaman and Konya would hear us. Are we ready? One nation, one flag, one homeland, one state.
Bir olacağız.
We will be one.
İri olacağız.
We will be strong.
Diri olacağız.
We will be resilient.
Kardeş olacağız.
We will be brothers and sisters, and all together we
olacağız.
will be Turkey.
Evet.
Yes.
Türkiye'den başka Türkiye
There's no
yok.
Turkey other than
Ve hedef
Turkey
2023.
itself, and our goal is 2023 and then 2053.
Birikimi
This 20-year know-how will never be usurped by anyone with God's grace.
bu devletten başka devletimiz
We have no other homeland than this one. We do not have any other state than our state because we do not have any other but Allah to surrender, and also no other nation but you to fully trust in. May God bless you all. My dear brothers and sisters, in the face of the pandemic, starting with the developed countries, all challenges endured showed the importance of the opportunities and means Turkey possesses. In terms of healthcare services, social assistance, employment, and all medical supplies, we have not faced any significant challenge. On the contrary, in our economy, our country has taken steps that would achieve a historic success. As known, over the past 8-9 years, every attack that our country has endured has had an economic dimension. Despite all the embargoes and plots played against us, we continued to march on our path. From 2008 on, our economy has been attacked directly. With the measures we took, we did indeed tackle the foreign-sourced pillars of those attacks to a great extent. And then with unrest started with the forex ambiguity, the same games were played out. And what did we do on December 20? We did indeed cut those pillars down, and then all of a sudden the foreign currency rates started falling. As long as you stand with us, God willing, we will never stop but continue marching on our path. For the sake of political opposition, some did act as stand-bys voluntarily. Indeed, showed dirtiness, and I will leave it to you to make meaning of that. December 20 was a turning point, and with the measure packages we declared and also with the practices we put in use, we did upset such plots. The extreme price increases that took place in this period, and also due to high inflation, made our people get hurt. Just like we cleared the mileage of the faces of our seas, we will do the same in the economy. So those who did decrease the purchasing power of our people with such extreme price increases will never be forgiven. And before long, we will put everything back on track and tackle with all the instability and bring our country to its concentration of growth, a goal with growth, export, production, investment, and current account surplus. We will further strengthen the infrastructure of our country, and we will continue on this path with you hand in hand. With the investments we have made, we made our cities develop just like we did it in the past. We will do the same in economy. What did Ziya Pasha say?
eserinde.
What matters is
Biz
action, not the
eserlerimizle
word,
konuşuruz
but one's
ve
reflection
bizim
would only
eserler,
appear on what he produces.
evet,
So we talk
ispatımızdır.
with our works,
Son
and
20
our
yılda
works, our great works,
Karaman'a
do stand as our
20
evidence.
milyar lira
Over the past
tutarında
20 years,
yatırım
we
yaptık.
have made a $20 billion
Eğitimde
worth of
2023'te
investment
çeliderslik inşa
in
ettik.
Karaman, and we did build more than
15.500 yükseköğrenim
7,000 new
öğrencisiyle
classrooms and more than
766
15,000
akademik
high
personeliyle şehrimize hizmet veren
year education
Karamanoğlu
students
Mehmet Bey Üniversitesi'ni kim kurdu?
now have had the ability
Biz
to
kurduk, biz.
study at Karaman
Gençlik ve sporda
University. And who did establish
6140
that?
kişi
In youth
kapasiteli
and sports,
yükseköğrenim
a
yurt binaları
high
var.
education
Şehrimizde
dorm building,
2002
many
yılında
dorm
sadece
buildings
4
with
olan spor
capacities of more
tesisi
than
sayısı şimdi
6,500 have been opened.
38'e
The number
çıkarıldı.
of the sports complexes
Sosyal
or
yardımlarda
halls
genel sağlık
which
sigortası
was only
desteğinden
4
doğum
has
yardımına,
increased
elektrik
to
tüketim
68.
desteğinden öksüz
From
yetim yardımlarına,
many
muhtaç asker ailesi yardımına
other
kadar
social
birçok farklı
incentives
kalemde
and
toplam
to all the way to many other items,
832 milyon
we
lira
have
tutarında
made
yardım yaptık. Sağlıkta
a
6'sı hastaneden oluşan
a financial
toplam
assistance
18 sağlık
of
tesisi inşa ettik.
832
Çevre ve
million
Şehircilik'te
possible. In
TOKİ eliyle
health, we built many healthcare facilities,
4076
and
konut
through
ve 302
Toki,
tarım köy konutu ile
more
dükkanlar,
than
okullar, ticaret
4,076
merkezleri,
apartments were
hastaneler,
built, and many other
yurtlar,
schools, mosques,
camiler, baraj oluşan
hospitals,
33 milyar
dorms,
dolarlık alanı
and
vatandaşlarımızın hizmetine
schools
sunduk.
were
Halen
built. And
2130
now
konutun ve 16 sosyal
2,130
projenin inşasına
apartments
devam
are
ediyor.
under constructions and
Aktekke
construction, and the
Millet Bahçesi
36 other
çalışmalarımız da sona
projects
yaklaştı.
are also under
İnşallah
construction, and
en kısa
Akteke
sürede
Nations
sizlerin
Garden
hizmetine sunacağız.
project is still ongoing, and
Ulaştırmada
it
Karaman'ın,
will be
burası
complete
çok
before
önemli,
long. And in
19 kilometre olan
transportation, this part
bölünmüş
is
yolun
very
uzunluğunun
important. The
150
divided
bin
road length
kilometre
was
ilaveyle
only
170
19,000 kilometers.
kilometreye çıkardık.
However, we have increased it
Yapımı
up to
süren Karaman Çevre Yolu
170,000 kilometers, with an
Ermenek
addition
Dut
of
Yolu
150.
Çamlıca Heyelan ıslahı bu yıl.
Ermenetut Roadway,
Karaman
Çamlıca,
Uçak Kışla Ermenek yolunu
Ucakkışla,
Taşkent
Ermenek Road,
Alanya yolu
Tashkent
ve
Alanya
Sertavul
Road,
tüneliyle
and Sertavul
Medreseli viyadüğünü
tunnel
ise
and
seneye
Medreseli
tamamlayacağız.
viaduct will be the projects
Bugün
we will
açılışını yaptığımız
complete in next year.
hızlı tren
The
projemizde
high-speed train
Karaman,
project we
Konya
opened
yanında Ankara,
today
İstanbul,
will
Eskişehir
make
ağlarıyla da
will be
aynı
linked
şekilde
to
şehrimiz
Konya,
yapımı süren
Eskişehir,
Sivas,
and
Niğde,
other
Ulukışla,
rail
Adana,
lines.
Gaziantep
Sivas,
ve diğer hızlı tren
Ulukışla, Adana,
projelerinin
Gaziantep, and
tamamlanmasıyla
many
bu hat
other
üzerinde
high-speed train
ülkemizin dört bir
lines will
yanına
be soon
hızlı trenle
complete, and this
bağlanmış
way
olacak.
our country
Tarım ve
will be
ormancılıkta
interconnected
Karaman'a
with
8 baraj,
high-speed
8
railways,
gölet,
8
10
dams,
sulama
8 artificial
tesisi,
lakes,
9
10
hidroelektrik santrali ve 1
irrigation
yeraltı
facilities,
depolaması
9
inşa ettik.
hydroelectricity power
Salı
plants,
verilen
and one
Akberk
underground
Barajı ile
storing
1300 dekar
facility
araziye
were
Başyayla Üzümlü Göleti ve
constructed.
Yılan Gölü
Başyayla
göletiyle de
Üzümlü
1730
Lake
dekar
artificial lake
araziye bereket
is
getiriyoruz.
also will be bringing
Karaman'da
about
bugüne kadar
fruitfulness to a large
sulamaya
area of
açtığımız
agricultural
arazi alanı
land.
toplamda
The total amount of
122 bin
land
dekarı
opened
buldu.
for
İnşaat
irrigation
safhasında yer
has
alan
come
7
to
sulama tesisiyle
122
Karaman'da
acres.
13 bin
With
dekar
many
araziyi
more
de
irrigation
suyla
facilities,
buluşturuyoruz.
we will be bringing water and
Şehrimize
irrigation
menba
opportunity
kalitesinde
technicalities, functionalities to
Karamanlı çiftçi kardeşlerime bugüne kadar
13,000
1,2
more
milyar
acres of agricultural
tarımsal
land.
destek ödemesi yaptık.
1.2 billion
Karaman
lira
Enerji
worth
İhtisas
of
Endüstri
agricultural
Bölgesi kurduk.
incentives
Vereceğimiz
has been
kredi desteğiyle Bu yıl sonu
provided to
itibariyle
our people.
Karaman
With the credit
Organize
line
Sanayi
projects
Bölgesi
and
arıtma projesi
opportunities we will
tamamlanarak
offer, Karaman
sanayicilerimizin hizmetine
Organized
sunulacak.
Industrial Zone and Treatment
Enerjide
project will be
Karaman,
complete
Ermenek,
and put to
Kazım
public use. In
Karabekir'i
energy,
doğal gaza
Ergenek, Kazım
kavuşturdu.
Karabekir, and many other
Ama
districts have now been
inşallah
supplied
önümüzdeki dönemde Karaman'ı
with natural
çok daha büyük
gas. And
hizmetlerle
at the
buluşturmayı
forthcoming periods, we
sürdüreceğiz.
will continue bringing
Ülkemize
about even greater
kazandırdığımız her eseri,
services for
yaptığımız
Karaman.
her yatırımın,
Every work we do
sonuçlandırdığımız her
produce, every
projenin,
investment
elde
we make,
ettiğimiz her
every
başarının
project we
birilerini
finalize, and
nasıl
every
rahatsız
success
ettiğini
we
sizler de
achieve indeed
görüyorsunuz. Her ilimize üniversite açıyoruz.
disturb some,
Okullar
all those.
yapıyoruz.
And you
Evlatlarımızı
see it,
istismar
but we
edemedikleri için istiyoruz.
continue
Her şehrimizi
building in
hastanelerle,
all our cities.
sağlık
We open
tesisleriyle
schools,
donatıyoruz.
we adorn our cities
Milletimizin
with
sağlığıyla
hospitals and
ilgili
healthcare
hassasiyetlerini
facilities, and we
istismar
understand
edemedikleri
the
için çıldırıyorlar.
sensitivity of our
Ülkemizin
people
dört
about
bir
health, and they
köşesini
go crazy,
bölünmüş
those other
yollarla,
people, because they could
otoyollarla,
not
köprülerle,
abuse the sensitivities
tünellerle,
of our people and health.
havalimanlarıyla,
We
limanlarıyla birbirine
indeed
bağlıyoruz.
connect all corners
Felaket
of our
tellallığı
country with
yapamadıkları için
railways,
kıvranıyorlar.
airways, motorways,
Milyonlarca
and
vatandaşımıza
those other
çalışacak
people
iş,
indeed
geleceğine güvenle
do feel
bakabileceği imkan
suffocated
sağlıyoruz.
because they cannot
Sadece
act as the bearers of
2021'de
bad news.
2 milyon işsize
In
iş verildi.
2021, we
Salgın ideolojileri
have brought
malzeme
about
bulamadıkları
2
için
million extra
kahrolurlar.
jobs, and while those
Terörün
other
kökünü
people
kazıdık
feel
mı?
devastated because they could not
Damarda
find
kazıdık mı?
a way out for
Pendürek'te kazıdık mı?
their heinous ideologies.
Cudi'de kazıdık
Did
mı?
we root out the
Besler
terror
Deresi'nde
in
kazıdık mı?
Judy, in Bestar River, in
Artık
Tandurek,
o
and in many other
sokakları
regions?
kırpmayan
Yes, we
Güneydoğu'da
have
yollar
rooted
uzun.
terror out
Sağ olun,
from all those
var olun.
regions. And now in
İstiyorlar
the
ki
east, in the
darbe
southeast
girişiminin olduğu
regions of our
başarıya
country,
ulaşsın.
we have peace.
Ve ülkede
While
demokrasi
those
ortadan
other
kalksın.
people want our
Ey Bay
people and
Kemal,
our country
sen kartların
to fail
arasından
and
kaçıp
democracy
gidebilirsin.
to disappear,
Biz ise
we
milletimizle
do
buluşuruz.
stand with our people.
Biz
You,
milletimizle
Mr.
beraber
Kemal,
olduk
you
15
might
Temmuz'da.
run away, making your way
Ve bugün de beraberiz.
through
İşte Karaman'da olduğu gibi yarın da beraberiz.
the tanks of the military
İstiyorlar ki
and save
terör
yourself.
örgütleri
However, we
üzerimize
will
saldırır.
stand with
Her taraf
our
ateşe ve
people.
kana bulansın.
They want
Milletimiz
the terror
huzurlu.
groups to attack our
İstiyorlar
country
ki
and want blood
salgın hastalık
be
mı
shed,
baş gösterdi?
and they
İnsanlar
want
sokaklarda kıvranarak feryat etsin.
people to
Halkın
outcry, suffocating,
sabrı taşsın.
suffocated
İstiyorlar ki ekonomide
on the
beklenmedik bir
streets,
dalgalanma mı
and
yaşandı?
they want
Herkes işinden ve
everyone
açlıktan
lose their
İsyan
jobs and
başlasın.
livelihood if there's a
İstiyorlar ki
fluctuation in economy, and they
uluslararası
want
alanda
unrest
ülkemize
and
karşı bir cephe mi açıldı? Türkiye
rebellion
ablukaya
start.
müdahaleye
And they
açık
want
hale
our
gelsin.
country
Biz
be
işte
open and
buradayız.
exposed to intervention and come
Bütün
under a
onlarla
blockage
mücadele edelim.
if there is an
Bu habis
international
zihniyetle
development.
çarpışa
However, we are
çarpışa
here. We
ülkemizi
will
bir
be
günlere getirdik.
struggling against them,
Allah'ın izniyle
and we will
bugün yaşadığımız
resist
sıkıntıları da en kısa sürede
against
aşarak
all such
ülkemizi
malicious
dünyada hak ettiği yere,
ideas. And
milletimizi hak
we
ettiği
will,
refah kavuşturacağız.
God willingly,
Ben bu
bring our
duygularla
country to
bir kez
the
daha
position it
açılışını
deserves,
yaptığımız
to the level
Konya,
it will
Karaman
claim.
hızlı tren
With these
hattı
thoughts in
ve
mind,
diğer
I hope
yatırımların
that Konya Karaman
şehrimize
high-speed train
hayırlı
line
olmasını
and all the
diliyor.
other
Emeği
projects
geçen herkesi
inaugurated today
tekrar
will be
tebrik
auspicious
ediyorum.
for our city,
Sizleri
and I would like to congratulate
sevgiyle,
everyone who
saygıyla
contributed to the
selamlıyorum.
fruition of these projects, and I convey my
2023
best regards
Haziran,
and love to each and
durmak
every one
yok,
of you. 2023
durmak yok.
June, we will not stop. We
Kapı kapı
will
dolaşmaya
not
var mıyız?
stop. Are we in
Sağ olun,
to
var
go
olun.
door to door? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan'a konuşmaları için çok teşekkür ediyor ve Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızı bir müddet daha sahnede misafir ediyoruz. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız, değerli konuklar, Cumhurbaşkanımız Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, Karaman-Konya hızlı tren hattı ve yapımı tamamlanan diğer tesislerin açılışını kurdele kesmek suretiyle gerçekleştirecektir. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza refakat etmek üzere AK Parti Genel Başkan Vekilimizi, sayın bakanlarımızı, sayın genel başkan yardımcılarımızı, sayın milletvekillerimizi, sayın Karaman valimizi, sayın Karaman Belediye Başkanımızı, sayın AK Parti Karaman İl Başkanımızı ve Milliyetçi Hareket Partisi Karaman İl Başkanımızı sahneye davet ediyorum. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız günün anısına Ulaştırma ve Altyapı Bakanımız Sayın Adil Kara İsmailoğlu'nun hediyeleri olacaktır. Buyurunuz Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım.